Share with you a very special health journey. And this is Marcy Preble, who actually is doing very well in LifeWave and has a huge team. She's blessed over 150,000 people who are patching because it came into her life. So I want you to hear what she has to say.
In 2017, my life just went, to a complete halt. I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. I did not see it coming. This might be too much information, but literally I was undressing and I saw it come out of my breast. I'm like, what? And that was a pretty scary time. And it was stage 3. It had already moved into the lymph system. And it was serious. And so I just kind of ducked out of life for a year and treated myself. And I struggled between natural and Western medicine because I was so far advanced. And I decided to do Western medicine, but support myself with natural because that's what I do. And I did 9 months of chemo, double mastectomy, 6 months of radiation. And then, oh my God, 6 months later, after all of it, I had a reoccurrence. Thank God it wasn't metastatic, but that put me into something called PTSD. And you can have PTSD for lots of different reasons, right? I had it because I thought I was dying every single day from a new reoccurrence of cancer. And literally, I had 1 foot on earth and 1 foot in heaven. I wasn't really sure which way I was going at that point. And I was a pretty sick girl because all the chemo destroyed my colon at the same time. And so just like a really, really hard time. And I remember I was praying to God, source, whatever you want to call the divine. For me, it's God. I was praying to God and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And they want to put me on all these metastatic breast cancer drugs and all these anti-hormone drugs. And my body is reacting to all of them. As an example, I would try them. I've never really said this before, but at night, my teeth would grind for 8 hours at a time. I couldn't sleep at night because I was reacting so bad to the drugs. And I remember praying and saying, what do I do? And God said, you got it on the second time. And you may take whatever drug you want to take until the side effect is worse than the medicine. And by the way, when I found the second reoccurrence, I found it. The doctors didn't find it. And the doctor said it was scar tissue. And I asked for another biopsy. So by this time, right, I'm not trusting anybody anymore. Like I didn't know who to trust me. And then it was like God. And so I just stopped everything. And I am not kidding you. About 2 months after I just stopped everything, my girlfriend, Dr. Rhonda Donahue, said, I found stem cell patches. They're non-invasive. You put them on your heat of your skin like this. You wear it 12 hours on to activate, throw it away, 12 hours off to repair. And here's the cool thing, Marcy. It activates your stem cells. It makes more stem cells and it resets your stem cells to a younger, healthier state. And I think we should try it because you got so much wrong with you. What could it hurt? I'm like, okay. And so we got to sleep like this. And there was only 30. And so we divided. We each got 15. And I still remember I was in Oregon putting them on. I hadn't even told Peter about them yet because I just didn't know. And the first 2 days, metal detoxed out of my mouth. Like I tasted the metal. That was the chemo detox. On day 5, I noticed my skin was really soft. I just kept touching my neck and I didn't know why, but later I found out when you reactivate your stem cells, you make more collagen, which was interesting. And on day 10, I just knew I wasn't dying anymore. I didn't have PTSD. I was like good. I felt like I was 20 again and I had purpose. And I called up Rhonda and I said, Rhonda, she's a doctor, by the way, Dr. Rhonda Donahue. She has a clinic in Costa Mesa. I said, Rhonda, I don't know what you just gave me, but this stuff works. And I guess I'm not going to heaven. I think I'm staying. And so we need to go share this with the world. And we did. And once again, I didn't see that this was really going to happen. But when the patch was doing what it was doing, how could I not tell people? Like, I felt like I was given another chance to help heal humanity. And so what's really interesting is I did some research and I went to PubMed.gov, which is the Institute of National Health's website. And on there, I searched something called GHK copper peptide, which happens to be the protein that this activates. And when you search that, it says it does 3 really interesting things. It makes more connective tissue, more bony tissue, and it makes more fighter cells to go after the fast growing cells. So for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to, I believe, stop a 3rd reoccurrence for me. And I have to say, I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2017. It's now 2020. I've been on the patch for 1 year. I have been 2 years free of breast cancer. And I am so in gratitude